Hello everybody, Raptor King of the West here, and today we are back in Minecraft Dinosaurs. And today we are getting one of the dinosaurs that we had last time. I have the eggs up here. We're getting the Pachycephalosaurus back. That was the first one in the last world. Also, I do want to address this here. We no longer have a cactus in this enclosure, because Chester and Agnes are still here. I don't think we'll actually see any of them with damage taken, but I saw one of the babies die on the cactus, and that is not what we want to happen. So, no cactus. They've lost cactus privileges. I know I'm punishing Agnes and Chester for something that isn't their fault, but it's gotta happen. Oh. Ah. Where was this? This was over here. Okay. I completely forgot about, for some reason, I lost all my achievements. So, the game crashed. I was mining off camera, and the game crashed. And, it just took away all of my achievements when I got back in, and I do mean all of them. I have, like, I don't have the achievements for acquiring diamonds, but I got all these, and we can actually get an achievement right now, once I put everything away here. Still need to organize this. Where did I put... Here they are. Yeah. So, just completely lost all of my achievements for some reason. Don't know why it happened. I'm not really gonna do anything about it. I'm not gonna, like, cheat my achievements back in because they don't really matter. But yeah. Super weird. So if you see me get an achievement for something we've already done multiple times, that's why. Like, look at this. Enough to fill a park or two. Completely reset. I need to hatch all of the creatures that we've done again, and the only reason I got one is because of the set of patty right here. We're going to be at 2 for the Pachycephalosaurus today. Okay, I have a name tag in my inventory. The name is Simon. Where is Simon? Simon, you're hiding from me. There we go. We've named this Attachosaurus. Heck yeah. I said I would continue to name things, and I've actually been holding good on that promise, except I don't know which dinosaur is next. Luckily, I'm gonna do a couple episodes buffer there, so that you guys can suggest names like you did for Lapis and whatnot. Oh, the queen is looking right. Okay, config is all my config settings are completely reset. And I forgot to fix them. That was caused by the exact same crash. So I can't pick up anything that's not an entity or a tile entity, like a block that can hold NBT data, like a chest or a furnace or a cultivator, an analyzer, stuff like that. Just completely can't do anything. I don't know why it happened. This game has crashed plenty of times before. So I run modded Minecraft. I'm used to it at this point. But that was a new one where I just lost everything in the process. Let's take a look on our Parasaurolophus. This guy was the last several episodes all to himself. And I can't get in without breaking blocks. And I cannot see him. He's in there. Ah, there he is. Can see him all the way back there. I should make a magnifying glass or get a mod on here that lets me zoom. How's our T-Rex doing? Ah, I see that she grew up a new eye texture. Looks very nice. You're still very short. You're about my height. And you definitely killed the llamas and wandering trader. Let's get you a snack. What should you eat? You're gonna eat whatever entity is over here. A donkey. You're gonna have donkey. If I had a saddle, I would ride it over, but I didn't bring a saddle with me. I think I have one in a chest. I wonder if I need saddles for... Alright. Are you gonna immediately start hunting it? Seems like you are. Are we gonna get to witness it? Just don't hunt me. Yeah! Nice. Okay. Yeah, there you go. I don't think you want the leather. I'll take the leather. Okay. Alright. At some point in today's episode, I also would quite like to go to the Nether because I need quartz. Desperately. I need it for the lab and also for the chicken farm design that I have. Uses multiple observers because this is modern day Minecraft redstone. We use observers more than we use actual redstone wires. You are adorable. You are so short. Do you get any taller than this, or is this it? I know that raptors are only 3 feet tall, but... I mean, really, this feels shorter than 3 feet. Feels closer to 2. I think we should see you get closer to the top of the block when you're fully grown. Alright, I have to decide where I want this enclosure to be. Hello, Lapis. You're doing good. Good, good. I need to figure out where I want the Pachycephalosaurs enclosure to be. Because I want to do a pit enclosure like I did for the Protoceratops. But I want to put a bridge over it this time. I think that would be really cool. Just need to decide where I actually want this thing. Could go over there. I feel like this one almost needs to be... like, ooh, over here maybe? Hold on. Okay, right... I don't know how big I can get. I could get that reasonably big, actually. And today, I can talk about some of the really cool stuff that the... Oh. That the mod devs did with the Pachycephalosaurus for this mod. You know, I think I'm probably gonna put this enclosure somewhere slightly different. Maybe more over here? We were looking over here. Yeah, this should be fine. And then I need to do something with that. I want to turn that into some sort of display or something. I can talk about some of the cool stuff that they did with the Pachycephalosaurus in this mod, related to some real-life theories around the Pachycephalosaurus, which should be good fun for all of us here today. Or at least it'll be good fun for me, and this is my channel, so I get to make the decisions. Then, yeah, I'll just do that. Alright, we're gonna do some digging here. I could start talking about it now, but I feel like we're gonna want the visual of the... Actually, I won't be able to show all the visuals, because we'll need the Pachycephalosaurs to grow up for it. Okay. Cannot sleep. That's lovely. Gonna wait a second, and I feel like I need to clear my throat. There we go. That's better. Alright. So... in this mod, the growth stages for the Pachycephalosaurs are really interesting. We've seen the growth stages of a lot of different dinosaurs in this mod. I've also ignored the growth stages of plenty of dinosaurs in this mod. The Compsognathis come to mind. But one that we've seen is, for example, the Velociraptor or the Cetipati. We've seen quite well that they have 3 growth stages. And that's what they've done for every single dinosaur in the mod. They have a baby stage, a juvenile stage, and an adult stage. The reason that I am bringing this up right now is because for the Pachycephalosaurus, these 3 growth stages are a little bit different than we'll see with other dinosaurs in this mod, or other prehistoric creatures even. Just about any of them will be a bit different than this. Because in this mod, the growth stages for the Pachycephalosaurus are, how am I gonna word this here? Okay, the growth stages for the Pachycephalosaurus in this mod are really interesting because they are, Dracorex and Sticky Moloch, essentially. Dracorex and Sticky Moloch are 2 members of the Pachycephalosaurus family. And there is a theory that they may not be their own species of dinosaurs, but instead the juvenile stages of the Pachycephalosaurus. And it's a really interesting theory. It's a really interesting theory, and it does make a decent bit of sense. We don't have any juvenile stages for any of those dinosaurs if we assume that they are all different species. That being said, we are also missing juvenile stages for most dinosaurs, except for, like, Dryosaurus, which is known exclusively by its juvenile stages. But yeah, so it's a really interesting theory, and it's around the school of thought of... in paleontology, there are 2 ways of thinking about different species of dinosaurs. You either are grouping them or splitting them, and I am going to explain that a little bit more. So a grouper believes that there are... oh, how do I word this in a way that doesn't sound utterly insane? And that's for both of them. A grouper believes that a lot of dinosaur species are actually the same species, because there's a lot of variance in like, different members of a species, and different growth stages of members of a species. So their idea is that actually a lot of these dinosaurs that are mildly similar, or very similar, or even sometimes quite different, may actually just be the same species at different points of its life cycle, or just different members of the same species. And that That's what the groupers are sort of thinking. I'm gonna put a stream in the middle of this. And then you have splitters, which believe that actually there are really similar species modern day that are not at all related. So it is entirely feasible that these creatures, which are very similar to each other, are actually entirely different species. I mean, just look at crocodile and alligator in real life for an example of two species that look very similar but are quite different. That's sort of what they're thinking as splitters. There's no, like, one thought process is right or wrong. It's each person's going to be very different with how they think of it. What this tells me, though, is that we probably aren't going to see Sticky Moloch or Dracorex in this mod unless some evidence is found showing that they are different from Pachycephalosaurus, like a juvenile stage for just about any one of those species. But it's very interesting, and yeah, I do doubt we'll see Sticky Moloch or Dracorex added to this mod unless they decide to change the growth stages of the Pachycephalosaurus. We can still have Sticky Moloch and Dracorex in our zoo, and that is because one of the items in this mod, the, which one is it? Stunted Essence will stunt an animal's growth, so it'll still age, but it won't visually change its growth state. Which means that we can have Sticky Moloch and Dracorex by just using that, giving them their own enclosure. So we can still have them in our zoo, but I do doubt that we will see them as an official thing in the mod for basically until we see new evidence come forth suggesting that they are actually different species. Because this mod does pride itself on accuracy, especially in the more recent versions. Sorry, I am going to do this so that it looks like the water is actually flowing somewhere. So yeah, they do like to pride themselves a lot on accuracy and stuff like that, which is great. And that means that we are going to need more evidence before we see either of those dinosaurs make their way into this mod. Which is absolutely fine. I don't really mind that too much. I don't really mind if we don't see them in the mod at all. I especially think with that specific theory, it could go either way, because although they are very different animals visually, they're also similar enough, and there is enough variance in how animals grow that it is entirely possible that that is the case. What did I come here for? There's no water up here. What am I doing? I'm going crazy. Alright. Yeah. So that is, and we'll see some of that today. We won't see all the growth stages, only because I cannot get a Pachycephalosaurus to age that fast. I am not that much of a wizard. And I'm not gonna cheat just so that I can show the really cool growth stages that they set up for the Pachycephalosaurus in this mod. Is that? Nope. Still need one. There we go. Okay, need to get some plants in here, and I need to get a bridge. Gonna have to put a tree on the outside again, like I did for the Protoceratops enclosure, but that's okay. There we go, that's finally done. There, Moon Daisy, we will throw that over here. I still have not worked on the garage yet. Yeah, I haven't started working on the car or the garage yet. I don't know what's stopping me, really. I just haven't done it yet. Fences. Okay. Can it become night so that I can sleep past all of this rain? This is really annoying. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this by hand. Alright. There we go. Will that be enough? I don't know. Actually, I'm not sure. Are we finally done with this rain? Thank you. Okay. Let's hop down here and walk over to this pit. So I want a bridge going from that side to this side. Can I push this back a couple of blocks without making it look bad? Yes I can. Lovely. Okay. We'll do that. And then I don't know what sort of bridge I want to go for, actually, and that's maybe something I should have thought of beforehand. Goes to here. And that goes to here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, okay. There we go. Now I just need to... Did I really make this? Well, it'll be a 4-block wide bridge, I think, in total, because I'll do... Yeah. Alright. Yeah, am I doing, like... Could do a sort of rope bridge design, make it arch down a bit. Pachycephalosaurs don't get too tall, if I remember correctly. So I can go down a bit. Everyone is alive and well here. Where's Agnes? Oh, there's Agnes. Alright. Feel like spruce would look good for the bridge, but I think spruce looks good for everything. So we could go with cordiates, which I also think look good with everything. I really just keep using the same types of wood, don't I? So much of this wood. I'm gonna turn most of these into slabs, though. In fact, yeah, that's a lot of slabs. Alright, I'm thinking, what am I thinking here? Okay. I want the Pachycephalosaurs to be able to walk underneath this. So I don't know if we can go for a bridge that slants down. I don't think we can. Okay. We'll go with a bridge that goes up, just because I want the Pachycephalosaurs to be able to actually go up it. There we go. Not up it, but I want them to be able to go under it. I actually do not want the Pachycephalosaurs climbing this bridge. That sounds like a disaster waiting to happen. Alright. I don't know what magic the Pachycephalosaurs would need to do to be able to get onto this bridge, even, but it doesn't sound safe. And that is one of my key things here. I want all my dinosaurs to be safe. Obviously, none of them have ever died here. I definitely still am not trying to find a Quetzalcoatlus skull for that grave. No, that would be crazy. There's no dinosaurs that have ever died in this zoo. We definitely didn't switch out this cactus because I saw a baby die, and we definitely don't have a grave right here. Not at all. No, nothing has ever died in this zoo. That would be terrible and atrocious. And you were asleep. I shocked you. I woke you back up. I apologize. I can't reach. I definitely cannot make that jump. Why did I even try? And then, yeah, we'll go up one more. Nope, not there. Give me... Ah, dang it. I have to hop back down there anyway for the paleobotany and getting the eggs down. And then we can go explore the Nether. Now, do I believe that this is safe enough? I can live with the consequences. I should, though. I should go back here. And I should make a gate. That's probably not a bad idea. 2 oak planks. 4 sticks. Perfect. Let's get a gate going. And do I have any ladders sitting around? I have rails sitting around. More sticks. I don't actually need many ladders. That should be just enough. Alright. Back down. Let's pick what side do I want to be doing this at. Right here. Perfect! Okay, remember when I said I'd get the stuff to do the paleobotany? I don't either. Why would I ever say something like that? Where's the gate? There it is. Over here, I'm gonna knock out this. Gonna get back up here. We're gonna get a tree. What tree are we gonna get? We're gonna get a palm. Just because I think it'll look nice. More eggs. That'll be nice when I start working on that chicken farm. I need bone meal or bones, really, whichever work. I'll just bring some bones with me. And then I should have grabbed a fern. Alright, the ground. Let's get back over here. Will this grow? Yes! And I'm gonna keep that way. Not because I think it looks better, but because... no, okay, I updated them. I'm so sorry. No, I was probably gonna do that at some point anyway. No, you need to grow more so that I have a spare one of you. There we go. That's better. And then actually, let's just get a bit of plant life going here. Yeah. There we go. Alright. Sun is setting. So when it rises again, we will get these Pachycephalosaurs. And then... yeah, I'm thinking we're going to the Nether today. I just want to explore a bit. I'm not going to do much there. I don't want this video to run too long. You guys have been putting up with very long videos from me lately. And I am grateful for that. But I don't want to push it too much, so... definitely gonna explore the Nether a little bit, but nothing too crazy. Just poking around, seeing what it looks like. That is the plan. Alright. But first, let's get these two guys down here. We're gonna put you there and there. These are very big eggs. Both of you are warm. Your text does not fit in the book. Lovely. And there we go. Okay. I do like this bridge. It's a nice bridge. My only concern is that if I do ever end up getting, like, villagers free roaming, is that they might fall in. But we already have to worry about the Protoceratops enclosure, so I'm not super worried about it. Dorothy somehow still fits in her enclosure, even though she does not use most of it. Are you too big for me to pick up? You are. Yeah. Maybe I should chop down those trees so that and like put them back up, but a bit taller so that she can roam around a bit more. It might not be the worst idea. Already almost halfway. Love to see it. I think I have everything I need to head to the Nether. Oh, this is actually taking damage. Amazing. Would love to get mending on mostly just my pickaxe. I also want paleontology. Oh. Oh, I see. It's gonna... Can I... How do... Oh, alt-click. There we go. Yeah, I want Paleontology 3. Because then the amount of time I spend off-camera mining is gonna go down drastically. Especially because most of that time is actually just me really wanting the Pachycephalosaurus DNA. I want it so bad. I will get it one day. One day we will get that dinosaur in our zoo. It'll happen. One day. Until then, just gonna keep... I have so much DNA built up now, like such a storage of it. Alright. Welcome to the world. Hello. Ooh, they're different colors. We have a female. And... two females. We have two female Pachycephalosaurs. And they're both different colors, which is very nice. And you can see... I know it's Minecraft, so it's sort of hard to tell. This is more similar to a Dracorex model than a Pachycephalosaurus right now. We'll see it'll look quite a bit different as the Pachycephalosaurus. But until then, these two are going to need a name, so you guys can absolutely suggest a name for them in the comments below. If you don't, I will eventually get to it, but it'll take a while, as we can see from the fact that, Simon just got his name. And that was a while ago. So if you want these two Pachycephalosaurus to get a name quicker, you can absolutely suggest a name. Lapis was commenter suggested, so I do read them, and I will, even if it's for a dinosaur that's already named, I will write down the name idea, just so that, you know, I have it available to me. Because I do want to use your guys' name suggestions as much as possible. There was already one here. I didn't need to make a new flint and steel. Alright. Let's go exploring. Oh. Okay. We've loaded in. There's quartz. This doesn't look too bad of a spawn. Is OBS mad at me? OBS is mad at me for exploring, but that's okay. We do now finally have this wood to use for our enclosures, which is nice. I don't know what I'll use it for, but... Alright, let's poke around a little bit before I end off today's episode. Ooh, you know what? Before I forget, let's do this now. Portal home. There we go. Lovely, lovely. Alright, now I can make some riskier decisions. Nope, nope, no, not a fan of this. Okay, hold on. Let's try something out here. I should have brought gold. I forgot about piglins, honestly. Completely forgot about them. I love piglins and all, but, you know. Okay. Ooh, this is not the best generation I've ever seen. We are very closed in. Where did those piglins go? Did they die? I hope not. That would be terrible. Aw. Feel bad for them. They must have died. It must have angered them that much that they ignored their own safety. That's so unfortunate. I want to try something. I have the ancient sword. I wanted to see if I could tame them the same way that we could zombified piglin last time. Because I don't know if... yeah, no, piglin... Yeah, no, I don't. Fossil... Oop. Yeah, I don't really... I don't know. I do not know. So I wanted to try it. The They're gone. They've left permanently. They've left on a permanent basis. Hey, there we go. There's a new one. Oh, you zombify if I do that. Can I make you sit? I can still make you sit. We can do the village in the Nether again. And by again, I mean I didn't actually do it last time, but I talked about doing it. And I almost did it in Nether Quest. If anyone remembers that. Okay. Cool. So we got a terrible Nether spawn, admittedly. Where are they? They're down there. They're gonna teleport up here, aren't they? Yes. Alright, you two are gonna sit. You're gonna join them. And then you're gonna sit there. I will build them something one day. But for today, I think that is, unfortunately, all the time I have. So, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I hope you have an amazing day. And goodbye.